How did that person in your class become rich? She started working for a little company called Microsoft in the mid-1980s. She retired at 40. My classmate worked at LinkedIn before it got big. Retired at 30 by pouring everything into buying a house. Helps that he likes eating plain foods, bread, rice, porridge, potatoes, broccoli, carrots, and doesn't really spend that much money. He's basically been traveling 10-12 months a year since retirement. Never understood why traveling is a retirement plan. I'm trying to chill, homie. If you have nothing but time, travel is very chill. As some people put down roots and don't like travel. Even with unlimited time, there's just less you can do when traveling with kids. Plus, kids can't travel all the time because of school, even if you're retired. Plus, most pets are impractical to travel with, and some can be hard to board/get a sitter for. Ditto for a home. You can't really maintain a house if you're gone for 10-12 months. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not for everyone, and I definitely get wanting to just chill at home. He started studying solar technology in '88 and now owns a solar installation company in Texas and one in California. He employs close to 200 people. I don't know how rich he is, but I'm really familiar with where he came from and what he overcame to do it all. The guy was constantly reading and tinkering with anything solar related, even when we were in high school. That's pretty cool, actually. Keeps the planet cool. Remember the Bitcoin wallet they used to buy drugs with? Not me, but a friend found what was a forgotten $88 that turned into over $30K. A down payment on his 2-bath, 3-bed house. He pulled out at the exact right time. A lot of things in life are about pulling out at the right time. Funny enough, he's a tech bro who was baby trapped by an Asian immigrant. Outside of getting lucky with the Bitcoin, he's a stupid as hell man. No surprises here. Baby trapped, or he didn't take any responsibility in using birth control and was also irresponsible? Lecturer of mine rode the IT wave at exactly the right time and had a damn fine head for business. He was a workaholic at age 30, started a business offering remote tech support, which was a new idea at the time, signed on some super big clients who were enamored of the idea, and built a giganto house from the proceeds that pissed everyone off. Sold the business and then died of a heart attack at 45 or so though. So, yeah. There can be complications. Yeah, workaholism is more dangerous for yourself than alcoholism at some point. By itself? Not really, unless you're severely deprived of sleep as well. Even then, shift workers tend not to die of heart attacks at 45. The problem comes when you start using additional bad habits to help with your workaholism, most commonly smoking, but also increasingly stimulants. Poor diet does not help. The cardiovascular side effects of these are hard to understate. Of course, some people are just unlucky too. Guy that I grew up hit big with Crocs. His family moved away when I was about 6th grade, but my older brother remains friends with his older brother. I guess the guy worked selling insurance and was offered an opportunity to invest in Crocs, the weird shoes. He went for it and got a few checks back in the $5 to $10 million range. I learned this through my brother, and I think it is true. I heard a story that the director for Idiocracy chose Crocs as the shoes of the future in the movie while Crocs was just starting out. He thought they were so ridiculous that no one would actually wear them, which fit with the stupidity of the future. I always thought Crocs were dumb, but I have some now and the little gibbets are so fun. Username checks out. As someone who is on her feet all day, Crocs are ugly and stupid, but goddamn they are comfortable. There's a lot of them that became rich. For most of them, they graduated as engineers or medical doctors and simply did their jobs and were rewarded handsomely. But that friend became rich through trades. He took his student loan and bought a piece of very inexpensive land just outside of his city limits. Just by an absolute fluke, the city announced shortly after that it planned to expand city limits to include his vacant land. And suddenly it skyrocketed in value. This was at a time before any real internet and before everyone had a cell phone. And there's all these property developers trying to figure out who owns this land so they can buy it. Eventually his mom opens his mail and finds a past due property tax notice and an offer for about 20x what he paid for it. He took the first offer he got and regretted it and went to a bank and directed them to invest entirely in dividend stocks and for the dividends to be deposited directly into his bank account. He used that money to stay a student for life and basically never worked a day in his life. There was one point where it got close to him needing to get a job, but then one of the companies announced increasing their dividend. I have rich friends, and then there's him, just living off of his wealth. He doesn't have a great life, but he also doesn't work. I'm interested to know, if you can share, why doesn't he have a great life? Is it related to the fact that he doesn't have a direction for his life now that he doesn't have to work or something unrelated? Smart guy. A little socially awkward but was a swimmer and in top classes. Went to UCLA, became a doctor, maybe a surgeon. Started to play the stock market for fun. Ran a bulletin board to talk stocks. Turns out he had Asperger and was able to read the stock market signs really well. Made $300 million when the market crashed as he bet against it. Christian Bale played him in the movie about him, The Big Short. Mike Burry. Class of 1989. We knew each other. Not friends but acquainted. Couldn't be happier for the guy. Truly, happy he's done well. Not seen him since we graduated. If I did, I'd totally, and jokingly, ask him for some cash. I'd try to make him laugh. He'd probably still be awkward. This is absolutely wild. He wrote Hamilton. That's awesome. Is he as cool as he seems to be? Let me put it this way, I don't think of us were surprised by his success. Didn't he get arrested in the 90s and got put into jail for 5 years? He started a protest campaign because he was super confused in the arrest and didn't know what to do. He felt wronged about it. The campaign's main point was to make it compulsory for police officers to have a standard. Fuck it man, I'm too lazy to write the rest of the joke, but the punchline is it's now called the Miranda rights. Sheupsy got pregnant by a guy whose family is worth $800 million. I mean, if you're going to do it. I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messin' with no broken law. Please like and subscribe for more daily content.